Welcome to a new video, and today you can follow along as I cook in my slow cooker, on the stove or in the air fryer. This is chicken stir fry. Spray the pan with some oil. I'm using ready to eat chicken, but you can add raw chicken strips. Give it a stir. Add in your vegetables. I'm using Sainsbury's stir fry vegetables from the freezer aisle. Another stir, and if you feel it's drying out, then add some more oil, of course. What I do is create a little area for the noodles to go. I use ready to wok noodles, so I add them straight into the pan, and then I do spray a little bit more spray light on them just to stop them sticking. Keep stirring the vegetables and flip over the noodles so they cook evenly, and then once the noodles are broken up, you can stir the veg into the noodles. This is where I then add in dark soy sauce, but you don't have to add it if you don't like it. Give it all another stir so the sauce mixes in with the noodles and the veg. And this is optional, you can add some sauces in. I actually like to have mine plain most of the time. Anise, soya and miso are one of my favourite ones to add. Give it another stir. Then you can add in your salt and pepper if you want to. The whole meal takes about 15 minutes to cook, maybe a bit longer if you're doing raw chicken. There you have it, one chicken stir fry. One morning I fancied poached eggs on toast, however I couldn't find any bread in my freezer. However, I saw the mini hash brown waffles. I'll use them then. So I'm going to have a couple of poached eggs. Take those out so they can get to room temperature. I'm going to have some mini hash brown waffles, and then yesterday I had some baked beans as part of my meal for dinner yesterday, so I've still got a few left, so I'm going to finish those up. Those gone in, so I've got 2 eggs in there. Oh, that is now boiling, so what I will do is I will turn the heat down, and then I know you shouldn't put metal into hot water, but I'm going to do this. So I then carefully, without sloshing it everywhere, stir the water in the pan so it's going round and round and round and round and round. And then you get your eggs, and that way your egg whites stay around the yolk. Potato peeler falls out the drawer and lands on my foot. Didn't cut my foot. Turn that off. That'll carry on cooking the hot water. Helps put the beans in and on. So there you have dinner. So I've just been meal prepping, or prepping food for the week. So I have done my broccoli ready in florets. I'll put it in a tub and it'll be ready to go in the air fryer or the slow cooker. I've cut up some pieces of cucumber for the next couple of days. I've cut up my grapes ready for tomorrow's snack at lunchtime. So I've done 3 pots of grapes. I've done carrots, I've done them in slices so they can go in the air fryer. I've done red and yellow peppers so I can eat them like this, or I can chop them up finely. And then I have done the runner beans, my old homegrown runner beans. And then I have done 2 tubs of potatoes. This being slices, so I can do like sauteed potatoes, and those being like little chunks, so I can do like roast potatoes in the air fryer. And I have also done my rainbow salad for tomorrow's lunch. So for today's Sunday dinner, I'm going to do a sausage casserole in the slow cooker. I'm going to cheat with seasoning mix. However, you can do it with stock, but this is my cheat moment. And then I've already prepared some veggies, so I've got cut up potatoes, I've got some onion, I've got some little spring onions because I had them sitting in the fridge to be used up, and some homegrown runner beans. Then I'm using Morrison's special mix veg that's frozen. I bought some sausages from Aldi yesterday, so I'll put a couple of those in. But first of all, they will need browning. You don't have to brown them, you can dump them straight in. Some people prefer to brown them, some people don't. But I will brown mine. And then I've got about 150 mils of water, because you don't need that much water in a slow cooker. I got my frying pan to fry the sausages, and then I've got spray light, salt and pepper, and I also have the slow cooker. Right, let's do this. To clear the decks, I'm just going to spray the slow cooker. Now, I've sprayed the slow cooker because this is how I prefer to do it. However, you can buy slow cooker liners, except they're a bit big for my small slow cooker. So if you know that you're going to be out for a long time during the day and it might burn and stick to it, then you could use the slow cooker liners. But as I'm home, I don't mind scrubbing the pot, but I actually prefer to waste less plastic and just use spray light in the bottom. So this is why I call it a dump mix. So all the veg there. I'll put these in, I'm just going to drain them. So that is all ready like that. I will then cook a couple of these, and I'll mix it up in a minute. cooked, I will grab two of them and place them straight into here. The capsicum just a bit longer. And I know you're going to say to me I haven't covered it all in liquid, but the liquid will bubble up. So now it's just a case of putting the lid on, like so, and turning it on to low. And then that will be ready by about 5:36. Sausage casserole looks lovely. It's time to dish it up. I had some bananas that were turning brown, so it's time to use them up and use them in some muffins. These muffins are gluten-free and egg-free muffins. I will put a recipe for them in the description box below. So another meal idea is to have macaroni cheese. I cheat by using a packet, but today I'm going to do it with a twist, with broccoli and cauliflower. So first of all, I've already pre-cooked the broccoli and the cauliflower. Just bung them in some water and put them in the microwave for 5 minutes each. Yes, you could cook them together, but I've done them singly because I cut these first and then I cut these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend these down so you don't see them as much in the pasta mix. And this is a good idea if you've got kids that don't like broccoli and don't like cauliflower. Just put them in a blender, blend them up, and then add them to the sauce. Now a lot of you will say, well, how come you're not draining the water out? Because I'm going to use the water for the water in here, because you need to add water. So rather than wasting the goodness of the water, you use it as part of the water that you have to add to the pasta. Put this lid on, move those out of the way, put the lid on. Cable won't reach. That's better. Right. Now, do it on. And there you have your broccoli and your cauliflower. So with that done, I will quickly read the instructions on here. I'm adding some of the water that I used to cook the cauliflower and broccoli in. Then add the blended cauliflower and broccoli to the mix. Whoa. Give that a stir. Once you've given it a good old stir, pop it in the microwave, or you could put it in a pan and cook it on the hob. Cook it on short bursts in the microwave so it doesn't overspill. Well, that's the plan anyway. One thing I have learnt is never walk away from your microwave and try and do the slow cooker because it overspilled. Never mind, it should be done. I've given it a couple of stirs and put it back in. Just to add, cook it for the time stated on the back of the packet. Little bit of mess. But that is nice and thick. And there you have one lunch. So, macaroni with broccoli and cauliflower, red and yellow peppers, and then cucumber. How do you clean out a food blender? Well, here you go. Put some washing up liquid in and just clean it out like you would mixing up food. Today I am doing loaded potatoes in the slow cooker. So it is potatoes chopped up finely, baked beans, bacon, and then you can add onions, salt and pepper, herbs or paprika, and then you add a load of cheddar cheese. You can add sausages if you want. I'm just going to add bacon, and then you cook it in foil in the slow cooker for about 5 hours, depending on how much you've got in there, and then you can serve it. And you can either have it as a main thing or you can have it as a side. I choose to have it as a main. Now, I actually couldn't find bacon rashers in the freezer, but I did actually have some turkey rashers, so this is being made with turkey rashers. So now I've added the baked beans, and I'm just going to go and grate some cheese. There you go, I've added the cheese. It may look a bit dry, but you can add some more liquid to it if you like. So when I cook in my slow cooker, I normally make sure I've got enough for another couple of portions. I've only got a small slow cooker, so it's like 1.5 litres. It holds 1.5 litres, but I normally do enough for 2 meals. So the meal that evening I'm eating, and then one that I can put in the freezer and eat another time. So tonight's dinner is lamb spaghetti bolognese, cooked 15th of April 21, frozen on the same day. It smells yummy. I've had it in the fridge overnight and today. So I'm going to cook this up and heat it, and with that I'm going to pair it up with some spaghetti. So I've got some soy bean spaghetti from Aldi, so I'm just going to put some of that in a microwave, and I'll actually cook that in the microwave. Cut up your vegetables, put them in a pot, soak them in oil and herbs and whatever, and then transfer them into the air fryer. Cook them on 180 degrees C for about 10 minutes. Halfway through, turn them over, give them a shake. I actually realised broccoli doesn't need so long, otherwise it burns and goes horrible. Again, I am cheating with the packet mix, but you can make it yourself. Fry some onions in a pan on the hob. Fry some mince, use whatever you want, turkey, chicken, beef, lamb or corn or even pork. I also add a stock cube and then keep stirring until it goes all brown. Oil the inside of your slow cooker and add the veggies. Put the minced onions on some kitchen towel on a plate and pat out all the excess fat. Then transfer the mince into the slow cooker with the veggies. Then add your shepherd's pie mix or make your own stock and add it to the pot. I cheat by using frozen mashed potato bunged in the microwave for a minute. Then smooth it out on top of your veggies and your mince. Turn the slow cooker on for low for about 5 to 6 hours. And there you have it, it will be ready to be served. Enjoy! If you have seen my channel from the start, you have seen I have cooked these a couple of times, sometimes in the air fryer and sometimes in the oven. This is cinnamon rolls cooked in the oven on a baking tray. I hope you really enjoyed this video of me cooking various meals throughout the weeks.